My so-called life is sponsored by My name is William, and I welcome you to my so-called life. So, after 7 weeks, I have gone Tweed crazy. I rediscovered the San Fernando Valley swap meet, and I've gone back 6 times. I also discovered the power of making pillows. But, like I always say, instead of talking about it, let's go check it out.
Get the most fun out of life, out of being a mother and wife, with new fashion excitement that's all created by you. On your new Touch and Sew sewing machine by Singer. Touch and Sew, another first from Singer.
Be the girl with the golden touch on your new Singer Golden Touch and Sew machine. Dozens of exclusive features, like this new built-in needle threader for the golden slant needle, and the push-button bobbin that winds right in the machine. What a wonderful new feeling. You can do all 3 kinds of sewing: straight, zigzag, and chain stitch.
Touch and Sew, the push-button bobbin way.
Come sew on one at your Singer Center. Choose from 5 Touch and Sew models from $149.95.
What's new for tomorrow is at Singer today.
So it has been about a month and a half, and I have rediscovered Tweed. I swore that my San Fernando Valley vendors had disappeared, and they did not. I am so glad that everybody was there because the Tweed was still there. When I came back, people looked at me like, "Where have you been?" All the sewing machine vendors, the people I call junk vendors that just sell the most random stuff, every single person was like, "Where have you been, sir? We put a missing report out for you." So when I found my Tweed vendor, I went a little crazy. It's been about a month and a half. In a 6-week span, I've gone 5 times. So this is going to be a bit of a thread haul. I hope my lighting holds up. It's been a while since I've made a video, but we're here. First, I'm going to start off with something that is the definition of Tweed. I always say that these look like drapes, but these are just fancy rugs. This is wool. This is interwoven wool. This is Tweed. And Tweed comes in every shape and size that you could possibly think of. Last year, I discovered there was such a thing called synthetic Tweed, but that's a different conversation for a different day. This is Billy Ocean Blue. I absolutely love the design on this. I love the wavy look. I'm in the middle of my coat mania right now. So when I say, I don't know what I'm going to make, it's probably going to be a coat. But let me know what you think about this material or anything that you see, and tell me what you think I should do with it. This is beautiful. Oh, and with something like this, I probably have a modest 7 or 8 yards. Excuse me. This is made for clothing. This is clothing material. I go to many different vendors, but there's a vendor that I absolutely love. She is filled with nothing but joy, and she's happy to see me. I call this my moo-moo material. But let me know what you think I should make with this. I'm probably going to make a hoodie, but who knows? The flower pattern is beautiful, though. See if I can do some justice with this. There we go. This is definitely something to make clothes with. I repurpose things and use them not necessarily what they're supposed to be used for. A lot of this Tweed people use as coverings or rugs. I make clothes. This is what I call the flying geese material. Previously, I made a jacket that had much more reds and browns on it. This has green, light blue, kind of a lime green, and it is all over the place. Oh, hit the mic. Let me know what you think I should do with this. I've made a jacket out of this, so maybe I should make out of its cousin. So maybe I should make a vest and pants combo, spants. Who knows? It's definitely time to bring back spants. And yes, this is Tweed Mountain. I have a giant pile of tweed over there, and this is going to be hilarious if it comes crashing down. This is what I call true chunky tweed. This has blue, aqua, navy, white, all different types of colors, lots of greens in it, but it comes out more of an aqua blue. This is an absolute and utterly perfect example of chunky tweed. I don't have as much as I normally would buy of this because with this material, I've made capes, vest, pants, I've made everything. So let me know what you think I should do with this. I probably have 3 or 4 yards of this, which is modest compared to how much I usually have. This is an extremely orange tweed. Again, this is a chunky tweed, and it's just a lot of different pieces of wool interwoven with each other. And it's a bit of an off orange, or a burnt orange, almost red. But I absolutely love this color. And when I look at something like this, I've worked with every shade of orange. This is something I haven't worked with, so I definitely take it as a challenge. Let me know what you think as I'm trying to fold these properly. All right. And this, I hope my camera does justice by this. This is purple. It also has a little bit of orange. It also has like a fuchsia mixed in. This is an amazing tweed. And again, this is all wool interwoven. I love working with tweed. Let me know what you think I should do with this. I'd say I probably have 6 or 7 yards of this. I have worked with a lot of purple tweed. So, every once in a while when I go to the swap meet, I see something that is from outer space. Because I haven't worked with it. I've never seen it before. Maybe I'm the foreigner coming into a situation where this has always been here. But I love material like this. These are hexagons. This is extremely thick. This is something that I'm going to have to either hand sew or work with my sewing machine. I always test my serger. I take sergers to the limit, and I know for a fact that my serger will not be able to handle this. So let's take a look at this, but this is beautiful material. I hope the camera does justice for this. This is something that I'm probably going to work with this evening or sometime soon. I love a challenge because when it comes together, it's an absolute accomplishment. So I will be working with this soon. Oh man, I have to be careful. I have to be careful where I pull because if I pull the wrong piece of fabric, the whole thing comes down like Jenga. This is 10 yards, if not more. This is probably more. If I really stretch it out, it's probably 15 yards of gold. It has a bit of a shimmer to it. At first, I didn't know what it was because I thought that the backing was the material, but no. This is gold. This reminds me of the 1970s, the 1980s. Let me know what you think I should make with this. That is the like super gold. I hope my camera is doing it a little bit of justice. I have an absolute mile of this. When I have a lot of material, my first thought is to make an entire outfit, but let me know. Maybe I can incorporate this with something else, and with 15 yards, you could make a whole line. Oh. Almost. Almost had a fabric avalanche. This is a lot of chunky tweed, but this is an example of chunky tweed that is one color. This is more of a royal or navy blue. I love working with this material. If I can hold it properly. Growing up, I wore a lot of navy blue and black, which I still do. So I'm kind of biased towards that color. This, yet again, is a color. This is a tweed that I have made everything with. There is not one thing that I could think of that I have not sewn with this particular material. So please give me ideas. This is chunky tweed. It's kind of aqua green again, but it's a different color from the other one because even a slight variance completely changes the color. But let me know what you think. I mean, I've made everything. All right. This is something this is what I call the drapes. This is more of a synthetic tweed because it's extremely fine and all of these details are planned out by a machine. But it's something, again, I love working with. So let me know what you think. This definitely has more of a Detroit Lions kind of look to it. It is like the exact color. So let me know. Well, the old school Detroit Lions, like the 1980s and 1990s. I haven't checked out their uniform. This is more of what I call North Carolina blue. I previously made a coat with this, so maybe I should make pants, but I have to go back and look to see if it's the exact color. Because sometimes, like I just said, it's off by the slightest, by just a stripe of a different color, and it completely changes the tweed. But this is light blue, and I love it. And I'm holding it the wrong way. This is something that I made a jacket out of, so I'm actually kind of excited. And this should go towards the top of the pile because that's definitely something I want to work with. This, yet again, is chunky tweed. This is gray, white, silver, and navy blue. My camera sometimes doesn't do justice for this, but I love these combinations. All right. Tweed has a very distinct look, smell even, the feel. So I am stoked to work with this. And the more I make jackets and hoodies, I absolutely love the look of tweed. So I'm excited as the pile grows over here. This was something that I purchased at a thrift store, and I still have full intentions of making a cape out of this because the snow never bothered me anyways. The second I saw this, I was like, you know what? I could work with that. I could definitely work with that. So I'm probably just going to add a front, two fronts to it and call it a cape. But again, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Oh, man. This again is a perfect example of synthetic tweed. It is extremely fine. This is red, orange, and gray. This screams 1980s, 1970s. And with a lot of this material, this could have sat in a warehouse for 30 to 40 years. I love rediscovering all of this material because a lot of it tells a story, because some of it is extremely old as far as material goes. Because if you're 40, you're young, and I absolutely love you. And if you're 50, you're even younger. And if you're 60, I love you, you're even younger. But like I said, this is red, orange, and gray, and I can't wait to work with this. Do you know, I look at all this tweed, I'm like, oh, I can make this or that. I just generally have to start somewhere. Oh. There we go. I'm excited. I am excited to work with this. This might even be a coat that I go all the way down to the floor. Last time I made a coat that was down to my shoes, I got a lot of negative comments. So I almost take it as a challenge to make another one. This, yet again, is a light, chunky tweed. This has beige, navy blue, baby blue, blue in general, and white in it. This is, again, something that I love working with. Chunky tweed has a very distinct look. And if you look in certain places like Scotland, England, people wear a lot of tweed, and it's mainly chunky tweed. Well, when it comes to peacoats and certain things. So I love that look. Let me know what you think I should do with this. I know my camera probably isn't doing this justice, but I cannot wait to work with this. You know, when you look at this stuff, it's so thick it almost looks bulletproof. This is tweed, but these are drapes. Excuse me. These are absolutely drapes. I have a city mile of this material. It is it's just nothing but circles. It's orange, brown, and white. This reminds me of the 1980s. This reminds me of drapes hanging in a building somewhere. Again, I am completely stoked to work with this. Let me know what you think I should make with this. I've turned into the great coat maker, so my default is a coat. But let me know, because I'm down to sew anything. So let me know what you think. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. Okay, so... Oh, man. And yes, it is hot in here. It is just another beautiful Southern California day. It's October, and it was like 89 degrees today. And I'm not complaining. I purchased this a while ago. It kind of fell into the pile. These are shower curtains. Well, at least what I consider shower curtains because I get a clear curtain and then I put something fancy in front of it, but that's just me. But when I saw this, my first thought was that would be an amazing hood. But let me know what you think I should do with this. I have the standard drape size or curtain size. This material is just a bunch of squares, but it's red, green, on blue. So, I love that funky combination. Oh, that pile is growing. So, I wrestle back and forth with orange tweed because it is something that I love working with. No one likes it. And I'm one of those people who, regardless of what the crowd thinks, I'm still going to do what I love. So I'm continuing to purchase orange tweed. I love wearing orange. In the past 2 years, I've discovered all different types of colors that do and do not work with my skin tone. Orange and I are peas and carrots. So this is more of a deep orange. And keep in mind, I've made everything with this color. So let me know what you think. And this is more of a creamsicle orange. It's striped. This has green in it. This has orange, but it's much more of a cream material. So let me know what you think I should do. Oh, yeah, that. And with this, I guarantee you I have at least 5 or 6 yards of that. And if I'm using my standard pattern, I could make a coat almost under 4 yards. So, you can do magic with 4 yards or more. Oh, man. This is, yet again, something that I purchased a lot of and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. This is tweed, but again, I call this more drapes because it's much more fine, and this was made by a machine. I have probably 20 yards of this. This is only 1/2. I don't know why I bought 2 halves of it. Every time I look at it, I ask myself, William, why did you do that? Why? But here we are. This is a weird tiger striped pattern. At least that's what I'm calling it. It's abstract. It's all over the place. And maybe that's one of the reasons I grabbed it. But I have a mile of this. Oh. Yes, this pile next to me is definitely starting to grow. Okay, this is a teal color. This is more of a traditional tweed. You can tell it was made by a machine just because of the pattern, but I love working with this material. Again, I'm branching out because all I wear is black and white. Well, and some blues too. So I've been incorporating all these different colors. I love teal. I love the way it looks. Hey, I'm wearing a Florida Marlins hat just because I like the way it looks. So let me know what you think I should do with this. I kind of have an idea, but I'm also a person who's made hundreds of coats. So let me know. All right. Like I said, it's been 6 weeks. I didn't buy all of this in one shot, but I had fun purchasing all of it. These are brown and blue squares on navy. This is much more of a fine material. So this is perfect for the serger. Let me know what you think I should do with this. I don't know if there we go. That's better with the lighting. I am going to be sewing for the next 6 months. So if anyone asks me,
They're just touching Touchtronic memory machines.
Incredible.
I'm Polly Bergen. Only Singer makes machines this easy to use. Touch. The memory remembers your stitch pattern instantly. Touchtronic speed control remembers to adjust your fabric thickness.
What about basting?
Touch. Great. You can forget about your sewing machine and concentrate on sewing. The Touchtronic memory machine family. Come take a test, Touch.
so my camera overheated because it couldn't take all of this tweed. So this is part 2. This material is something that I would call more of a carpet. This is extremely thick. It's tweed. It is made extremely well. This is something that I would jump out of a window with. But I love making clothes out of this. When I make a hood or something with this material, it adds so much weight to the garment that the garment ends up being anywhere from 20 to 30 pounds, and I'm not even kidding. So this is yet again another material that I can't necessarily put through the serger, but I love working with it. Let me know what you think I should do. Oh, I love that material. Oh man, Tweed Mountain is growing. So this is something that I was really surprised by the response. So I purchased more of this material. I made a shacket, which is like, a shirt jacket, which what I was going for. This is thick, but not as thick as it looks. But this material is it's all over the place. I won't even say what color it is because it's so many different colors. I guess it's supposed to be almost like opaque looking, but it has a blue look to it. Lots of silver. Let me know what you think. I've already made a coat out of this, so let me know what you think. I really try to stay away from material like this because when people work with silver or something that's kind of alien looking, it ends up looking hokey. So I definitely was surprised at the reaction of my shacket. So let me know what you think I should do with that. Oh man, we still have more. I have been going crazy tweed is what I have been doing. This is more just these are squares, but this is blue and navy blue pressed together. I love the color of this. I probably have like 3 or 4 yards. So let me know what kind of pants I should make. Or maybe I should make a pair of shorts because winter's coming. All summer long, I make giant coats, and during the winter, I make leisure wear. This is great. I have yet to be able to match any color green. Again, just like the teal, I am branching out and looking for other colors to add to my wardrobe. This is something that I've ran towards. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. And it definitely is not easy being green. So let me know what you think I should do with this. This is one of those obnoxious colors I love. Absolutely love this. Oh, look at how green that is. Beautiful. This again is a thick material. You hear that crack? That crackle? You could use this on a sailboat. This is tweed. It's interwoven. It's blue, white on a black background. I cannot describe how much this reminds me of Pac-Man. I don't know if you can see it, but this is all over the place. It looks like a Pac-Man maze. Oh, as I hit my light. But you can almost... You hear how stiff that stuff is? Maybe I should make a sailboat. Let me know. That'd be a perfect sail. This is clothes material, and everything that you see here I purchased from one vendor, but anything that you see that is more clothes material I purchased from another vendor at the San Fernando Valley SWAT meet. I am a sucker for this pattern. I have almost every color you could possibly think of. And I don't know, I've made hoodies, everything. So please let me know what you think I should make with this. I just love working with this material. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is beautiful. And I was going to make a moo-moo out of this, but my other material is way more moo-moo material. So I'm probably going to make a hoodie out of this. But let me know what you think. Gotta make sure that pile doesn't tip over. I'm freeing my chair, but now this corner is growing. Okay. This almost cannot be thrown on the pile because of how much it is. This is extremely thick tweed. This is a burgundy color mixed with white. The white is interwoven in this. I have probably 10 yards, and it appears to be more than what it is because it's so thick. So let me know what you think I should do. I have been flat out scared to run this through my serger. And I've learned over the years to always err on the side of caution because I have destroyed a serger or two or five. But let me know what you think I should do with this material. This is definitely a burgundy material. I can't wait to work with it. Maybe it's time to hand sew another cape. If you go back to my original videos like 4 or 5 years ago, a lot of those capes and a lot of things that I made, I would finish them by hand sewing. So I'm not a stranger to hand sewing garments. Almost everything I finished was hand. Oh, that fits. That fits. This is black denim. The clothes vendor that I go to, where I buy more clothing fabric from, at the swap meet, I think I've purchased all of their denim. I think over the years, because they have rolls and rolls, and they could easily go downtown and buy more. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I am purchasing their entire inventory. So when they pulled this out, I'm like, that's new, and they're like, welcome to the black denim era. So I have a ton of black denim. I've used this as a backing. This is extremely black. I'm almost scared to wash it. I need to take a test piece and see what happens because I love that faded look when it comes to black denim. So I'm probably going to make a vest out of this and I'm looking forward to it. This is wool. This is 100% wool. And let me tell you, this is Captain Kirk green. This is everybody report to the bridge, please, green. I love this. I'm thinking about going full vintage Captain Kirk with the shirt with that weird V where one side flopped over the other. That's why I have hesitated to work with this material because I kind of already have an idea. But like I always say, let me know. This is beautiful. This is Kermity green, Captain Kirk green. I love this color. It's something that I've been really looking forward to work with, but the more and more tweed I purchase, I'm like, oh, I forgot about you. Or if you've seen my shorts lately, I just started sewing. I have gone crazy sewing lately. I'm more at the business end of my YouTube channel at this point because I love what I do. And I think everyone who watches the crazy stuff I put on the internet. These are flowers. I bought this as lining, but like with everything, I'm like, I could make a hoodie out of that. I could make a flowery shirt. I am trying to add positivity to my wardrobe. And so when I see certain materials, I laugh. I'm definitely going to use this as lining, but this reminds me of bed sheets. This is one step next to strawberry shortcake. Oh, let me do this properly. I could always refold it. I have probably 5 yards because when I go to this one particular vendor, she gives me such a good price. I'm always like, I'll start with 6 yards, please. So I'm sure this is much more than 4 yards. Oh, wow. We have almost reached the end. That's on the chair, that's a miscut of something that I've had before. But this is last, but definitely not least. This is a red striped material. This is definitely clothing material. But I purchased this with my Tweed people because when I go to the swap meet, they have just literally piles of tweed and piles of miscuts like this, but I rarely go through the clothing miscuts because there is a crowd of people there. And I know it's a shocker, but no one's really standing by the tweed. So I have, first pick of everything because I'm there early, but I spotted this and it was something that it was intriguing to me. And so it's been a while. I used to work with this material all the time. This is semi-stretchy, so I took it as a challenge or something just to brush up on my sewing. But I love this material. Let me know what you think I should do with it. This is red striped, and it's all over the place. Oh, look at that. But seriously, I want to thank you for watching the insanity that is this room. This is my sewing room. This is my happy place. And I want to thank you for watching my thread haul. And as always, like I always say, stay creative, keep sewing. Every once in a while, I'll say I have no idea where this has been my entire life. I have discovered pillows, and I have no idea where these have been my entire life. Fluff, it's kind of expensive, but it's worth it. I went crazy making my Star Wars pillow, and I kind of underestimated the size of a full yard pillow, but it is huge. I love it, and it's something that is amazing to lay on in the living room. And a couple of days later, I decided to make another pillow, and I feel like this is yet another phase that I am going to get into and absolutely fall in love with. If you've made it this far, I absolutely thank you. And like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time.
try.